Check, we live and direct, we back at it. Ugly Money Podcast, tune in. It's your boy DJ such to God. We got one of my friends, special friends in the building, straight out of St. Louis, one of the Lunatics, Kyjuan. You already know we finna drop some of that new shit. Hey, you boys stay working, you already know, talk that shit time.
These calm are talking.
Talk to me.
Ooh, listen, DJ such and such exclusive.
That ugly boy act like big time. This that talk that shit time. Smoke JJ's good time. Cheap dynamite, hood fine. Get yours, got mine. 42, shot time. Rap some, pop time. Yeah, I got time. Ready for whatever. Prepare for the devil. Another level. Place ain't no bevel. Never, ever had a fashion problem. Fuck with mine. Leave my bottle top on. Heat for the little copper. I'm hella hot and toasty.
Welcome. This is the Ugly Money Podcast. I am your host, Ugly Money Nietzsche, and my special guest of the evening. The plaques on the wall.
Yeah.
The awards that have been garnered.
You see me.
The records that have been sold.
You see me.
The waves that have been made.
You see me.
And the trends that have been started.
You see me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting across from a legend that needs no introduction, but we're going to introduce him anyway. From the world-famous supergroup, the St. Lunatics. Show your love one time for Kyjuan.
Yeah, what up, baby?
My brother.
You see me.
Hey, man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing and an honor to have you here, man. I appreciate you for making time to stop by with us, man. And, we got some things we need to discuss, and I got some questions, and because, you've been active. You've been working. You've been consistently making the dream work, and you've never quit. So we're gonna start at the beginning.
Let's go, baby.
Who was Kyjuan before Kyjuan was Kyjuan?
Well, I always been Kyjuan, because Kyjuan my real name.
Okay, first name, last name, real name.
My real name, so it's always been me. You know what I mean? Like my father named Bobby, so my first name is Robert.
Okay.
So first day of school is Robert, but after that, it's Kyjuan. So I always been into my clothes. I'm from U City. That's like being from Harlem. You know what I mean? We always been in the clothes.
Yes, sir.
Always been in being different, sports, girls. You know what I mean? And just resources. I've been to resources at a young age.
Resources.
Yeah, I learned resources.
I like that. So let's start. Where does Kyjuan get his music buzz from in the beginning, in the early days?
See, we from St. Louis, so we get it all, right? We from the Midwest, so we able to hear East, West, South, North. We might get it late, but we get a chance to hear it all. Mm-hmm. So I was more like, I can go anywhere from Redman, Muddy Waters, to Spice One.
Come on.
And then drop down here to UGK. You know what I mean? So we got whatever. You know what I mean? Then go up top to MC Breed. You feel me?
Damn right. So, starting the St. Lunatics, we all, as you said, you started as, just some young brothers from St. Louis. How does that come about?
We was all great at crafts, creativity. We all was great at creativity, and we all different ages. So you got Murph, me, City and Slow, like the same age. Then you got Nelly, then you got Ali. So at school, we in different age groups, for real.
Yeah.
So we gather all of our people that fucked with us, and we put them all in. We let them follow all of us. That's why we got so big so fast too.
Because you had every grade at the school from 12th to kindergarten.
Yeah, we
was rocking with the Ticks.
Yeah, we all was already cool.
Yeah.
Before rap, you know what I mean, and that's what helped. You
know? So making the transition from just being some cool kids in St. Louis to creating a group. What does that day look like? Is that a day? Is that a month? Is that a transitional period, or is that just, one day we come in there and say we're gonna rap today?
Well, Ali was really big on like when we walked in the room, me and Nelly walk in the room, and he's really big on like, do y'all rap? I can see it now, like why he would say that. He was trying to figure out something.
Yeah.
Because he really knew what was being said about us when we leave the room.
Wow.
We understood he understood how we looked and how we dressed and how we move and groove, and it wasn't about a lot of money. It wasn't about money. It was about our energy in the room. So he was trying to figure out, did we rap? So whatever I do, my little brother Murphy do. For
Respect.
real. You feel what I'm saying? We
Respect.
go together.
Exactly.
Right? So that's my younger brother and my older brother at the same time.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? 'Cause
That's saying something.
You gotta have respect. If he right, he right. If he ain't, he ain't. So young and old don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? If you right, you right. So it be times he be right. You know what I mean? Me and him different. We the same book, but we different.
No, respect.
I'm spicy. He laid back and reserved until it's time to rap.
There it is. There it is. Now, getting to that first deal, that first situation, Nelly becomes what he becomes. And of course, he's bringing the St. Lunatics with him. Did you ever think that it was going to get as big as it did?
Yeah. I did, actually. And then it's like perception is means a lot, right? So just how you from being from here and you like, yeah, Nelly came and then he brought, you know what I'm saying? It's like he presented us to the world, but we presented Nelly to the world.
Come on, talk about it. That makes sense. Look, if those who know, know.
You know what I'm saying? We presented Nelly to the world, but he has to be ready and it has to be tight in order for it to work, though.
Yeah.
But we presented him to the world because it's more of us than him. So by the time it got to the world, you're going to see the label situation. Now you're going to see his name being a lot of millions of dollars getting put behind his name. So it's going to always feel like Nelly brought us to the table. But it really was a group, and we presented him. We had to force him to be solo.
Wow.
In our mind. You know, everybody had their own mind, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? In your mind, you can be like, I'm the one told him to go buy the Pepsi.
Come on.
He already like, I already was going to buy a Pepsi. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So how it was presented was, we was like, you should do solo. We all did the song, you know what I mean? Like Country Grammar was a song that we all was part of.
Wow.
And then he said it in a certain way that was presentable to the world. To me, I like marketing, so I deal with marketing. Like I'm more the person in the group says, how we gonna sell it, how we gonna look, and how we gonna sell it. You know what I mean? So when I heard that voice, I was like, that's it right there. He had never did that singing voice before.
Wow.
That wasn't his thing. Like he did that on that particular song. The first time Nelly did a song like that was Country Grammar. He didn't practice that. That wasn't no practice move. He just knew he could sing a little bit and knew he can rap. And he liked Bone a lot. So it was like he did his own way. But he said a lot of our words at the time, he was just playing around.
Yeah.
Like said, like, you know how you do a replay of a song you got and you say the whole song, you know it ain't your part?
Yes, sir.
That's what he was doing to our verses. But he was doing it in that voice. We was like, that's it. He was like, nah, I can't do it. I ain't doing it by myself. I don't
So
know.
Country Grammar was really a group song.
Yeah,
Almost a cover song of sorts for him.
basically.
Wow. You learn something new every day, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's all good. It's all good. So even like, so when Country Grammar comes out, it always feels like it's our album too. That's why you get the heart equity into it, because everything feel like it's ours. Even though we learned early that even though you saying his name, it's us.
Facts.
When you get that feeling, like Murph album right now, his new album, this right here, like it feel like it's mine too.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the energy again. Like Country Grammar took us 20 years to really get that information to get to the world, right? We always an average 20, 21 years old. So now we average 40. So you getting all the new grown-up information.
Grown-up
of
shit.
Country Grammar. So this is really the new Country Grammar. You feel me? In a certain type of energy way. You know what I mean? It's just from a grown person aspect. We couldn't talk about grown people shit. We wasn't grown.
There it is. No, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Just rapping what you're living.
yeah,
What did a studio session look like back then?
it looked respectful. Respectful means it's 5 of us. So if you come in, you might come in late, the song going on, 2 verses already done, you work with it, write something down, it don't, you get into a mood, say, am I gonna mess the song up?
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, I ain't gonna mess the song up. It's already cool, let's go to the next one. You know what I mean? We was on that vibe, you know? And that's really what's weird to me about like the world. Like when groups do solo albums, I don't think that we go about it right. I think we go about it because it feels selfish, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say example. Let's just do like Migos or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes it's a person that everybody feel is a type of status. So a lot of the times they be in the studio more, so they're a studio rat out the group or whatever. So he gonna come up with concepts. You don't give a fuck. You coming in, it sound tight. You gonna rap what he talking about. He already picked the beat. You ain't had no choice of that. You rapped on it, right? So solo should be like a person out the group is guiding the concepts and maybe the beat picking, but y'all should still be on it.
So who was the guide? Who was the person that was picking a lot of the beats on that first album and a lot of the concepts?
Probably Ali and Nelly. Ali and Nelly.
A collective effort.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that was like the 40-40, then we was like 10% of the other stuff beforehand. I wasn't really big. I ain't really on that. I'm on, you know what I'm saying? I'm on something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm the other part.
Yeah, it is.
I'm the part that said it. Hey, we gonna be tight. Watch this. You hear? Listen to this. I'm over that hood, that hood, that hood, that hood, that hood. Talking about this shit.
You was kind of like some glue. You was kind of like some gel keeping it together, but also you was kind of like the vehicle moving it around.
Yeah.
Marketing.
Cause like our management is my cousin T Love.
Come on.
Ali is T Love friend. Murph my little brother. You know what I'm saying? It was all family shit. It wasn't no like what you good at talking on the phone, love. You good at putting plays together. You know how to make, you know what I'm saying? You know how to find a plug. You know how to do everything. So you the person to do that. We just did that. You know what I'm saying? And so it was everybody first time around. You know, so it's gonna be mistakes made. That's what everybody gotta realize too. It's gonna be mistakes made. Sometimes the mistakes big as a motherfucker, but it's gonna be mistakes. It's gonna be mistakes made. That's just reality of it. Now, who gonna stand up and say, "Hey, I made a mistake. What's up with tomorrow?"
Respect. Now, knowing what you know now about the music industry and life, if you could take a time machine back to those moments in those years when you're about to sign and you're dealing with the labels for the first time, would you have changed anything?
Yeah. You got to say that, otherwise you ain't grown. You ain't grow up in your mind if you think, even if you were smart then, you would have did something different. But when you hungry and the energy and the words sound good and the person got on the tie and shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit always look good. You know what I'm saying? You got your flight and shit, you can fly, you got your grocery bag, your shoes in your grocery bag and shit, you going up there talking about some, you know, we got 200,000 for you. We got it right here, right now. You can have it right now. You rode a train here, but we'll fly you back from the jet.
Huh.
It's coming out your budget.
So the first,
but it's coming out your budget.
so
when you ask for that other video at the end, when you be like, I want to get that third video, they're gonna be like, that jet was that video. You were trading in every time.
How were the deals back then? How was that Nelly deal or that St. Lunatics deal?
Shit.
Was it as bad as they say?
First of all, we need to look up the word deal.
Okay.
And learn what a deal. It's a difference between signing and a deal.
Okay.
Let's always understand what that word means. Words are very, very important. You know, it's like Nelly and the St. Lunatics versus Nelly from the St. Lunatics. See that right there, from and is different. Now we the band, we the side people instead of it being a group thing. So you get tired of fighting it. So after a while, as long as we go, shit, I don't give a fuck. Say whatever. Say as long as you ain't gotta say my name right. Just make sure you sign the check. You know, it turned into that, but you realize how much branding and stuff we missed because of getting tired of something. Getting tired of correcting them. Like, man, but really we need to correct the top people. That's why that's what artists getting labels was supposed to change, but it seems like the artists sometimes are picking up the same aspect that the label had. So what's the difference, whether it's black owned or not? If we gonna do the same, we jacking them off too. Why not help them? Why not give them some literacy? Or why not? Because everybody got a label, been through shit one time already and got fucked up business-wise, so they know more. So why not have a person in place to be like, yo, talk to my artist, make sure he's straight. But we don't want nobody to know nothing. For instance, everybody walking around talking about somebody failed or flopped or something. They see the numbers. All of a sudden, we business people. We see the numbers. Oh, he only sold 30,000. You don't know what they spent on. If you go look at movies, you go look up how much a movie made, it'll show you how much they spent too. You will never see a record label show how much they spent on you because they still they either saying they still spending it or they ain't even tell you that. Cause now you already there's no point of there's no point of auditing them if they finna tell you everything.
Exactly.
You know, they made to collect money, they're not made to pay out. So go get your money. Go talk to them. They got some money for you. They got a box in there that says, hey, this is yours. They're not going to be mean about it. But you got to go get it.
What is the conversation? How was the conversation like when the St. Lunatics as a group make the decision to push Nelly to go solo?
How's the conversation?
Yeah, like what kind of conversation is that? Because it sounds like it's a very not heartless, like
go record this song by yourself. Shit. And we going, what you mean? It ain't no, that's one thing we was bad at. It's conversations. It's horrible. We horrible. We so close that we can be like, and it be that meant I want a sandwich too. Like that's how close it was, but really that breaks you down because now you guessing that he wanted the sandwich. And since he was hungry, that sandwich was cool, but really he was saying vanilla shake.
Salute.
You feel me? So we need to talk more. Everybody need to talk more. Everybody in life. I learned that from my woman. I ain't learned it from the group. I ain't learned it from business. I learned it from my woman. Like conversations help. They might hurt, but they help. Clarity.
So everybody can be on the same page.
Clarity. Because if I'm guessing and you guessing, like just imagine me not conversating with Nelly on stage, and I've been like, hey, on this particular song, when it's a slow song, I don't really want to be up here with 5 dudes like this. So I'm going to step to the side, right?
Wow.
Just imagine, I'm step to the side. I step to the side, I wipe my face, drink some water, talking, laughing with the dude. They got the towel and water. Nelly look over and see me over there chilling. He like, damn, you took off today? But really, I was saying we look stupid over here with 5 dudes singing Love Me, right? Mm-hmm. So, but if we don't conversate, see how that already adds up. He not gonna say, dang, you took off today, but in your mind, you might add it up on your list of what the fuck I ain't doing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just small. That's small as hell, right? But that's real shit. That's the biggest shit. That's the biggest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? Facts. If you drive over in your store and the dude that's supposed to work there stand outside smoking a blunt, and you're like, damn, you outside smoking a blunt. He's like, nah, I'm smoking a blunt because this nigga keep walking around for real, and I'm trying to see who he is, but I ain't trying to act like I work. Anything.
Come on, yeah.
But if you're not conversating, then it look like you're doing something wrong or
communication.
when you're doing something right. So it's really it's all about communication. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody should get a videographer. Everybody should get a boardroom.
You know, it's crazy. You know, I grew up on you guys' music just like everybody, and from the outside looking in, it looks like you're having the time of your life when that first, you know, Tix album drops. Mm-hmm. Y'all on top of the world, biggest, you know, so one of the biggest brands in the world. Yeah. Was it as fun as it looked?
It could have been.
Okay.
It could have been. You move so fast that it's so work and so like nobody in next city care what you did yesterday. So if me and you go kick it tonight, my 6 o'clock radio interview tomorrow, I gotta act like I just woke up and came to y'all and I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. And us being humble, we spent a lot of time downplaying our fun. Because it's almost like showing off or something. Like we couldn't take you with us, so we not. If you say, I know y'all kicked, we be like, it was cool, but we had to work 12 hours and do this. Then we had to go here. Then I had a video shoot. Then I want to go to video. Okay, you go to video. It's a 15-hour shoot. You gonna be asleep at 7, cause you gonna get drunk. It's free liquor right there. It's free this. You gonna get drunk. You gonna be done. And you gotta take them with you just to know that it's serious. Like you finna go to sleep, and then in the morning we gotta come back and do it again, and we gotta do this, and we got a flight, and we gotta ain't no play. Like it wasn't no play, but it's the fun part about it. If somebody asks for something, and you say yes. That's the fun. That's the fun part about life. When your mom be like, "Man, I need $12 for this air conditioning," and you be like, "Boy, I got $18."
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Keep the change, buy some selling regular cigarettes or something.
Ain't no better feeling than that.
You know what I mean? That's the fun part. That's what you get money for. You're not getting money for yourself. How much money can you spend?
Not facts. You know, it's crazy. So
you can get it somebody else. You don't even know
exactly.
It. It's like dressing up for a girl. You think you bought them red bottoms for a girl. Like you bought them for somebody to see them. They ain't got nothing to do with you.
Not fact. No, I just got back from
Nothing
Virginia.
with you.
I just got back from Virginia, and I went there to check on my dad. And when I got there, I ended up renovating his house. And the fact that I could do it, and you know, that meant the world to me. Like it made all the hard work and the nights and the days that I work over and over and over again. The fact to be like, Dad, I don't like the way this house looks anymore. You're just gonna rip it up and give you a new one.
Because they don't want to leave for real.
Nah, they don't. Nah,
They don't be want to leave. I don't care. They be
I done
like,
offered that man several times. Hey, you want to come to Atlanta? Nah.
Nah, I ain't doing all that. So imagine that. Imagine that right there.
Yeah.
And imagine you got a brother that can go half with you.
Wow, that's dope.
That's tight. Ass.
That's all. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Me and Murph, like, shit, like, what you got? I got to. By mama, I got.
I still got work to do.
I got 15. You got 15?
Rob, I got you. I still got work to do.
You feel me?
Yeah, no, that's dope. You definitely because it ain't cheap, but
No, man, this shit's crazy. We did it too fast. Like you can spend money on your family, you can do stuff too fast. You move too fast. If y'all listen to Murph second time around, the song on Murph album, he tell you like he talk about all this shit. Like
how hard it is to tell family no.
it's hard as hell. It's like marketing. You gotta tell them no in a certain way and shit. Like what? And they ain't spend no time to ask in a certain way.
Yeah.
But you gotta spend time on how to say nah, when to say nah. I got a problem with that. I got a problem because I always feel like if you ask for $100 and I got $150, but I need $800, it's easier for me to get the $800. Then I ain't never $50 short, $100 short, so I'm gonna get $100. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go get it a different way.
No, that's respect. That's respect. You know, we all got it. Sometimes you got to check on your strong friends too.
Yeah, that's
know what
me.
I'm saying?
I'm the strong friend. I had a stroke last year though.
You know what I'm saying? Where you got
That stress hit me like I'm straight vegan and everything.
Yeah.
Everybody looking at me like, you? your mind ain't got nothing to do with it.
And let's talk about You See Me, man.
You see me.
I see the clothes. I see the brand. You know, talk to us, and for the people that don't know, you know, explain to me exactly what You See Me is.
You see me is you can't make excuses. That's the later terminology. It started off saying you see me because you can work hard, you can have 2 jobs, you can do all this stuff, and that's really you have to raise your hand all the time. You know what I'm saying? Out here in the world, and everybody want to be seen. I don't care if they believe it or not. You definitely want to be seen. You can get what you getting your hair done for? What you getting a haircut for? But if you walk in the room and say you see me, it sounds arrogant. It sounds this. So clothes speak for themselves, and it's something we can always walk around and just be like, I made it here. I made it out of something into something else.
You see it.
You know what I'm saying? So I just use it as an inspiration for real for everybody just to go into it. Lately, I've been doing a lot of representation because I know the world changes, right? So I'd rather make you look good repping something that you love. You got to imagine how much money you think Cardinals made off of us as far as St. Louis.
Yeah. Damn.
Just STL hats. We don't even know who on the team good. But you wearing the St. Louis, you wearing an Atlanta hat because you repping your Atlanta when you're out of town. But where that money going? So I just create stuff like this, like St. Louis hip hop. I've been doing a lot of alumni schools and stuff like that because our era is different than the younger people. Younger people don't care about what school they go to like we did. You know what I mean? We rep our school. I went to such and such.
Yeah.
Right? So we got to understand that somebody's in that school making up their clothes and they're kind of old and kind of out of place. So the kid's not going to buy it no way. But when the kids don't buy something, that's $20 away from a program or something that's involved in the school. That's how people fund certain programs in schools, right? So I just going around St. Louis and just recreating the spirit wear for different high schools, and then give the school back.
Yeah. No, that's
You know what
dope.
I'm saying? But a lot of times they don't have money because clothes is something you got to kind of have in front. You got to pay for that. It's like CDs. That's why companies didn't care if CDs left. They had to pay for them to put them in the store. That's a lot of money they save.
Whether somebody bought it or not.
The same way with clothes. Like if they got something in the school and they built a store, they got to have something there for somebody to touch and be tangible. Somebody got to pay for that. So if you take that and then you take the profit margin and then you split that with them, you know, give them a piece of that, it builds funds. You know what I'm saying? But you got to make it look fly and make it look tight. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they wearing jogging, like if somebody ordering jogging pants for kids right now, they ordering the baggy ones with no pockets. Ain't nobody wearing that. You need some,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need some tapered bottoms, bro. You ain't got no tapered bottoms or no stripe down the side or nothing. You ain't gonna sell them kids shit.
Yeah, nah.
Ain't nobody running home to you saying, "Hey, I want a sweatshirt from my high school." Like we used. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, facts.
They ain't spending $400 on Letterman jackets and shit. They ain't doing it.
Nah.
It's
You
over.
know, it was a funny question. I remember that you guys used to take the fitted caps and you used to personalize them. And I
It's
remember,
back now.
Yeah, facts. And that was the first time I had ever seen it. When I seen, you have your names or you might have, Saint Lunatics on
STL, then Lunatics.
Yeah. Like where did that come from? And because I always wondered that. I was one of because I think sometimes fashion is just more important, just as important as the music. The look, the marketing.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like where did that come from? Did that come from a label? Did that just come from y'all niggas? Just like, hey man,
A label. The label 56. They the same people that ordered them school people clothes. they don't know nothing. It's you bringing the flavor to them. That's just us, bro. I'm gonna do my Soulja Boy move in a couple years. I'm just gonna go back and be like, remember this? I did this. I started a gang.
Come on.
I started a gang of shit. I just played it back too, so it ain't mine. Cause if I do it and only me and you see it, then you go do it and you louder than me. You won. It's yours. But I'm gonna rock it with it. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I don't care that much.
You better go over there with Soulja Boy and pop your shit.
Man,
I was
I see. I'm talking about, man.
Wear two do-rags at the same time with different colors.
All that shit. All that type of shit. Throwback jerseys. Like personalized throwback jerseys. Not like the real ones. Like we was doing like Darius Miles at the Clippers in a different color wave and like 3-dimensional jewelry and shit. Come on now. I had the Air Force One, like 3. I do shit where the jeweler be like, you sure? I used to do shit like that. Like rims, we put Dayton's on colors, bro. They wasn't doing. People was doing that on 6.4s. They wasn't doing that on Chevys and shit like that. They was putting rims on them. We put 144 spokes on them bitches.
Crazy.
On Jags and shit.
What keeps you going, bro?
My little brother.
There it is.
Murphy Lee.
And that joker, look,
Cause he like if it was a J. Cole then, that's who Murph was. It was just harder to see it because he's not the main person. You gotta deal with business, bro. This is a business world. So a lot of times we get pushed to the side because if we sell 2, that ain't more than 7.
Yeah.
Right. So they're gonna go back with the 7. If a new president come into the company, right when it's our turn to do a 2, and they like, we got to get this company back because the person only left because the whole company was going down. So they come in trying to rejuvenate. You finna put out Nelly, you finna put out us, or put out Murph. That's just reality, bro. It wasn't no same time back then. It wasn't no everybody go. No, they was back then. It was like the less you seen, the bigger you are. Yeah. Then they turned it to nosy. So now we didn't switch right with the nosy part. We didn't go hire the people that understood what nosy mean. We would stand out the way, thinking that's what bigger is. We didn't understand that. And then with Murph not like being a couch standing, bottle popping, 8 chains on, shirt off person, coming from a person that was that, it always gonna look like it's kind of boring. It's kind of, but when you come into humbleized and like good person, that's what he is. So now that's back cool, right? So it's like weird because it's always been cool. People come back and tell me a story every day of how cool I was, and I didn't remember that day. I don't remember that stuff. Like a dude today, he said, "I'm gonna buy a shirt when I get some money." I said, "Damn, you my age." He said, "When I get some money." So
damn.
I said, "I'll give you one."
Yeah.
He said, "Bruh, you keep it. I remember you did this." He gave me a list of stuff that I did for him personally, and I'm like, he's like, "You gave $2,500 to the JFL football team and all that." I'm like, dang, I didn't write that off for nothing. Let me get 10 back. No, but it was just deep. And he was like, yeah. I'm like, I don't remember that. He was like, I know. That's what's dope. Because you don't remember it. I don't remember that, man. I don't remember that because it was just regular instinct. There ain't no looking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's always gonna come back around to the good people. Like the good people gonna come back around. And I'm wise, you know what I'm saying? Like I write movies, I design clothes, I sell medicinal cards at the crib. Like I can get your card, I can get you get you right. Where you
a man of many hustles.
Yeah, man, we in it.
Let's talk about second time around. Yeah. I know Murphy's not on the show with us, but I'm pretty sure you can give us a little insight on what's coming.
This that new shit right here. See how this is?
It's a flash drive.
Right, boom.
On the card.
Man, you hear me. Slide the shit in your wallet and pop that shit out and
whole
put that
tape.
shit in. You hear me?
Goddamn right.
Hard. Because man, I'm not with that. Y'all can all that stream shit, man, that's boy, y'all falling for the wham. We is falling for the wham. You know that? We falling for the wham on the stream part.
Really?
You got If you ain't spending a certain amount of money, you're not gonna get that many streams to be rich enough to make your career better. So you end up with halfway, half decent shit, right? But you gave away everything. For somebody imagine somebody walk in your restaurant, look around, and then leave. How can your restaurant get better? Now we making the customers feel like you took your time to listen, so you supported me. What I need $10, but you're gonna ask me. But if I go in the club, you be like, you want to buy a drink? I mean, you want me to get you a drink? That's $12, $15, $15. But you ain't gonna spend a 10. Not because you ain't got it, because you don't understand that that's what's gonna still help. That's what helped the train roll. You know what I'm saying? But that same person sell weed and you gonna give them all their money. You know what I'm saying? So you spend money on going to get your shit done. You spend money on this, spend money on marketing, so somebody can come and listen to your stuff. We got to do it different, some type of way, because some got to flip back into me being able to take $4 out this 10 and putting it back into myself to make us bigger. Because when I'm bigger, we bigger. You know what I'm saying? How can you sign somebody from the crib if you ain't getting the money from that? Now, if you get your revenue up at a certain level, where that means something, and you able to go spend 80 grand, 100 grand to be able to get on playlist and be in an environment where you getting so many streams where your monthly is tight, that's different. Streams may get you seen a little bit more, so you get a little more shows. Yeah. So it's almost like the record. It's almost like your record sales. Your record sales is shitty. We knew that by the time we came in, it was known that who cares about your record sales? Record sales only for promoters to know that you're important. Because you're not getting that 75 cent. You're getting 75 cent an album. You gotta break that down. You're really getting 20 cent an album. You ain't looking for that shit. And it always gonna look like they spending more money than you made, unless you sold 2 million, 3 million records like we did. Otherwise, they gonna always write that shit. Yeah, I paid me Nietzsche 15 grand for an interview. I paid such. Yep. We ain't going to you and ask you, did you get the 15? But it's on that motherfucker 15. Nah, you paid him to pay him, and he gave you 2, and he got 3 of his artists on that motherfucker, and he took the rest of the money. Like, that's just how it go, bro. Like, we gotta watch how it go, because we not really fucking with the fans. Every big album that came out the last 2 months, it's over with right now.
Yeah, you're right.
From Nas to Common to Drake, only one because he got a single that's on the radio. Kanye West, shit, keep going. That shit be 2 weeks and it's gone. No matter how big, how much marketing they did. That's why Donda did all the shit, come to my listening party. I make the money anyway. Because when you get so big, I remember Nelly getting 30 million to do an album. You think he care about his sales? Give a fuck.
I got my money.
But it make you get off of that though. Like, I got the. You gave me the award for the game started. Damn. I'm only in it for the money. You just gave me 30 million to do an album. Bet. They ain't got nothing to do with the production of it, the manufacturing of the album. They got something to do with. I know you got your mind on apple bottom, so
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just trying to come on over here and we need an album from you. Yeah, your sales down. Cause all this shit stock at the end of the story. That's all labels are stock.
Do you think that artists these days really need record labels?
Do they need record labels?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some hoes need pimps, man. They get more money and get protection. Everybody ain't good at everything. That's what's wrong. Like we culture, we black, and we in our minds like we can do everything. So we start manifesting that, right? I can do everything. You ain't gonna master everything though. So you end up with a C average. I can hire you. You good at this shit. You good at talking shit. You good at this. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hire you to do that. Let me do this. You do this. You do this, and you do this. That's what Lunatics is. We Voltron. Yeah, I'm typing myself over here, but I'm missing something every time I'm by myself. Mm-hmm. Nelly by itself right now a little bit, so you're gonna see the miss. You're gonna see the part that's missing. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see the buzz in your ear. You're gonna pick a different beat. You're gonna talk to a different girl in front of people. True. Than you is by yourself. True. If you see a girl at Quick Trip that wasn't as good looking, and it's that day, and she had something on that just felt like it was a good vibe, you're gonna talk to her different. If a dude is in your car with you, she might not got that conversation. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So when you're an artist and you're in the studio with certain people, it ain't got to be the fact that somebody wrote that for you or did that for you. It got something to do with the energy that's in the room. You're going to pick different vibes and different beats. Some beats don't sound good when you're with your friend. Some beats only sound good in Vegas. So if you only going to Vegas and Miami, what kind of beach you be? You ain't touched Alabama not one time. You ain't went to the barbershop in the hood one time. So that's what the group is supposed to be. That's what we was bringing. That's what we bring that back to the table. Like, boom, let's meet right here. Boom. Now, listen to this beat I got from what's the name. That's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I listen to beat where you come from, where the label sent you, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be Neptune's. There ain't nothing wrong with it, but that's what it's gonna be. So is you ready to go there? Because they want the money. They want us to come out with Ride With Me before they want us to come out with Country Grammar. Because they know it's overseas. They know they already heard it. They know it. They care about the money. They don't care about you. They don't care about your rent, dude. They don't care about none of that shit. So stop lying to your motherfucking self. But some people need labels. And even if the label is, and let me tell y'all something else. Just because you're doing it by yourself don't mean you're a label.
Come on.
The whole point of independent, let's go with girls and men. If a girl say they independent, it's because they're saying they paying their rent, they doing the stuff that you think a man was supposed to do for them, right? Mm-hmm. So how can you be a label and say you're independent, but you not? You don't have a PR, you don't have none of these type of things that a real label has. So really just say, shit, I'm paying for my studio time for myself. Say that.
Man, the amount of knowledge and gems that you be dropping, man, it's
You know what I'm saying? So you're not a label just because you spent $700 on an LLC. You feel me? And it's good to be that. And that same way with businesses too, y'all. Like they told us to be entrepreneurs and shit, y'all, and get your own shit. But I ain't saying what don't do, but I wouldn't take my last 15 grand to open up nothing. Take 4 and get your credit right and go get 200.
Facts.
Now you can pay. Do you know how stressful it is to be somewhere you thought you loved, an art gallery, shop or something, and you get that motherfucker and you got to be there for 14 hours?
Shit different.
Because you ain't got no money to pay somebody to be there, and you ain't got no marketing money, and you doing this, you can't do that. So watch your dream fall. So we can start something, but it's hard to finish it because you ain't got that 2-year window of that money you supposed to got from the government or from a loan to get your money. You know what I'm saying? So don't spend your last 15 on that. Spend a couple hundred, spend some money on some literacy, and then go get you a loan. Fuck that shit. You better get loans forever. I don't give a fuck how much money you got to spend theirs.
Gems.
You see me.
Gems.
Spend there. And if you need some clothes or whatever, go to ucmemarketplace.com. ucmemarketplace.com.
And before we get out of here, brother, because we can sit here all day and drop all these gems, man, let these folks know what you got on the horizon, what to look for, and where to follow you at.
Yeah, check out my jam. I ran into a jam, man, called Talk That Shit Time.
Yes, sir.
And my brother put it on his album because this is what he do. See, he do this every day. This is what he do. He get up, move in the music world, right? So he like, let me move. I'm like, go ahead, here. That's what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? You do that. Of course I'm helping. So every time I watch the Wu-Tang and I see RZA brother, I be like, boy, I be like, boy, that ain't me. Like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just happen to do music too. But for the most part, I finna Mac Main this shit.
Come on.
Fuck that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
So I know how to talk that shit. Straight up. So I just came over the song and the dude did the beat. He's 16, man. You know, shout out to Zoom. That's Ali little brother, son.
dope.
Ali nephew. Yeah, that shit cold.
That's crazy, man. Let them know to follow you at, bro.
Friend of you. Follow me everywhere. My name Kyjuan. And if I gotta tell you extra shit, because you don't do that much when you want that new car you want. You Google that bitch and you go find that hoe. Like, stop playing, man. Kyjuan, King Y Justice, you Allah now. That's peace.
There it is. You can follow me at Ugly Money Nietzsche. That's Ugly Money Niche. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with the St. Lunatics on. Kyjuan, salute.
Yeah.